Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Benny, and today we're going to be playing the brand new Evo Witch with Mortar because, you know, you got to take advantage of those new Evos and try them out. So we're going to be playing that. Our deck is a little bit different. You know, running Witch with Mortar is something a little bit unique, but I think we can get some nice wins here. And honestly, it's a pretty crazy card, and with this deck, there's a couple nice tricks that you can do with it. Now, he's going to play the Ewiz and a Prince. That is absolutely a diabolical combination. I'm not sure at all what we are up against here. I think that is the best way to describe early season, though, is you have no clue what you're going up against. Like this guy, he's going up against Witch Mortar, which I don't think he ever thought would be something that he has to go up against. I'm going to play the Mortar here against my better judgment. There's going to be a Magnite. I'm calling it now. There's no way there isn't. Okay, wait a minute. I'm pleasantly surprised. Maybe this isn't bad. Let's get a Skeleton Barrel here. We got the Witch okay, hold up. Is Mortar and Witch cooking right now? Like, I didn't expect my Witch to actually do anything until at least I get to my Evo Witch, but Mortar Witch is cooking right now against the Dagger Duchess, so I'm okay with that completely. Let's get a Goblin Stein here in front of the Mortar because he played the Ewiz, and the Dagger Duchess is kind of low on its ammo, so we can get some really good value out of our Goblin Stein, hopefully. And then if he plays a Prince or something, then I can just Evo Witch again. The only thing I have to worry about is if he's got something crazy up his sleeve like a Mega Knight, but I think we'll be okay. We're going to play the Evo Witch in the back there. The Skeletons should stop the Prince from getting onto my tower and dashing, but I do have the Goblin Gang to make sure that we're okay regardless. And then okay, Evo Witch is chilling. Let's get the Evo Mortar here. If I had my Skeleton Barrel, I would put it in front of the Evo Witch, because one of the nice things about that is the Skeleton Barrel goes down first and then they log it and it fully heals your Witch, which is something really nice. Obviously the Evo Witch, oh my gosh, it is slamming that Knight. Holy crap. Okay, we're gonna take that tower. I'm gonna Goblin Gang opposite lane. Actually, that was a pointless Goblin Gang. I don't have no clue why I did that, but I'm okay with that. It looks like we're gonna get the win, so let's give him a good game, let's give him a good luck, and let's go on into the next. Alright guys, next matchup I'm going to split the Goblin Gang in the back just because I don't have the greatest play. It looks like we're up against the Log Bait, which is the most annoying possible deck that we could be up against using this, but he does have Firecracker. That's interesting. Okay, so I bet you there's going to be wall breakers or some sort of twist. Oh, okay, there's the twist. It's not going to be freaking wall breakers, but it is going to be Ramrider. So hopefully the Dagger Duchess can take that out, as well as the Mortar take out the Firecracker. Looks like we're going to defend that very, very easily, which is awesome. I'm very happy about that. Then let's just let the Witch do its thing. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to play a Skeleton Barrel in front of this because I am, just too restless to simply let that do its thing. And then the Skeleton Barrel will take out the Tesla, which is good. Let's get an Ice Wizard here to help out with the Valkyrie, and we're cycled back to our log as well, so we don't really have to worry about a barrel. That looks like a bait barrel to me. Looks like we are going to catch it, but honestly, that I 100% could have fallen for that. I fall for every single bait barrel all the time, so take do with that what you will. I'm not 100% sure if he has log. I haven't seen yet, but I know he's going to Valkyrie on the Evo Witch, so I'm actually thinking that in this situation it's better to play the Mortar into the opposite lane. He's going to Firecracker. Let's go ahead, let's get rid of that, and then I'm going to wait a second, and then now let's go ahead and play the Mortar right here. See if he plays the Valkyrie on the Evo Witch. He is going to. He does play it in a pretty good spot to kind of distract the Mortar, though. We got the Skeleton Barrel in front there as well, but that's kind of going to get taken out. Wow, he really did defend that quite well. I have to give him credit. The Valkyrie is going to get some damage. That 100% is on me. I definitely overexerted myself a bit, but that's okay. Okay, what do I want to do here? The Valkyrie is what's going to be tough to break through. Let's get the Goblin Gang here, and then maybe I'll Ice Wizard here. Ooh, crap. Okay, I logged, but honestly I shouldn't have logged. I probably should have just taken that damage. Okay, let's get the Evo Witch, right, or the regular Witch here, right? Sorry, and then I didn't want to fireball that just because I wasn't 100% sure that it would really be that good of value to do that. And then I'm going to play the Evo Mortar right here. Let's wait a second, see what happens. Then let's get the Goblin Stein right here. He's going to Evo Firecracker. Now we can fireball that. That is going to be good value that I will take any day of the week. Let's get the Ice Wizard here to help defend this. The Valkyrie is going to stop us from getting the lock on the tower, but I think that realistically we have a decent ability to get a counter push here. So let's go ahead, let's play the Mortar here. He's going to use arrows. Let's get a Skeleton Barrel into here as well. Stop him from being able to play the Tesla. And then he is going to Firecracker there. Doesn't look like we'll get any damage. Oh, actually we will get some skeletons onto the tower, which is really good. And I'll get the Fireball there as well. And then let's get the Goblin Stein here. We don't catch the Valkyrie, but that's okay because I'm going to take out everything else, and we do get the Mortar Lock as well. So that is some really good damage. We're kind of making the comeback here, which I'm very happy about. Now, I'll start the Witch right here, and then we have to be ready for... that was a really bad time for him to play the Valkyrie, to be honest, actually. Let's do this right here, and then let's just play a really deep log there to make sure that we don't get baited. And then... okay, that's a pretty good firecracker there, to be honest. Let's get the Goblinstein right here. Let's get a Skeleton Barrel going as well. And then maybe I will play the Evil Mortar into the opposite lane here. The Evil Witch is going off, though, so we are going to get some stuff onto the tower. And then Evil Mortar, oh, that's so close to being locked, but just not quite. Let's get the Witch down on this side, just in case he's going to play the Goblin Gang. Maybe we would have been better off playing the Evil Mortar into the same lane, actually, but that's okay. I'm going to ignore that Firecracker. I don't really need to worry too much about that. Let's get the Ice Wizard right here. Let's get a Goblin Gang going as well, and then we can just log defensively, and then let's get a Mortar here to take everything out. Let's get a Skeleton Barrel going here as well. Try to get that pressure on this guy. I think I haven't seen a spell. We're getting really good damage on the left side, so maybe playing that Evil Mortar on that side was the right play after all. I'll Fireball here. Horrible Fireball. I don't know what I was thinking there. That is actually probably the worst Fireball I've ever put up in my life. But let's get the Mortar here, and then let's get a Skeleton Barrel going onto this side. The Evil Witch is in a really good position there. Let's pop the Skeleton King ability. I played my Goblin Gang instead. That's kind of crazy, but we are going to get the ability on the tower, so that's good. Let's get a Witch going into this lane, because that'll kind of help us defend a little bit. He's going to play the Evil Valkyrie right there, so we can just play the Ice Wizard right here. Help out. We got to watch out for an Evil Firecracker. He messed up the Tesla, so we are going to lock onto the tower as well. So I'm thinking that... okay, hold up. What? How did we not lock in? Ooh, that was a horrible log. Why did I do that? Oh no. Oh gosh. Okay, hold up. We got to get the Ice Wizard right here. Boom. We are going to defend that. And then we can just get the Goblinstein right here, which is on the tower as well. Let's give him a good game, and let's give him a good luck and go on into the next one. I feel like this deck in double elixir is actually quite strong. Alright guys, next matchup, I'm going to start the Witch in the back, because I want to get to that Evil Witch, and it's just fun to start the Witch first play, even though I could potentially get punished by a Mega Knight or something here. Now, I'm in my time playing with the Witch, which has been very limited, don't get me wrong. It looks like Valkyrie is going to be just a really good counter to it. I think that I've had the most trouble with Valkyrie, and even against like Lightning and stuff and Mega Knight, and I think it's just because Valkyrie's a little bit quicker to cycle to, so it's a little bit easier for people to defend with Valkyrie. So if you're ever having trouble against Evil Witch, run Valkyrie. I think that's going to be the move. You know, you got to play with your opposition decks to figure out how to counter them. So we're bestowing knowledge on everybody here. Now, I don't care about that Ice Wizard. I'm going to Skeleton Barrel into the opposite lane here. Just see what we can do for everything. He is going to Barb Barrel. Okay, that's not a big deal. I'll Witch here, but realistically, I need to be playing my Witch and pushing the opposite lane. So we're going to let this happen, but I'm not super worried about that. Okay, he's going to play a Knight. What do I want to do here? What do I want to do? I think I'll play the Stein into the opposite lane here, because the Witch should get some decent value. Actually, the Baby Dragon's going to kind of shut it down there, but the Witch will heal a little bit. The healing isn't as quick as you would expect as well, which is actually quite good. We'll get the Goblin Gang right here, and then I definitely need to cycle, so let's do this. And then he is going to Barb Barrel, so that's good, because we got that out of the way. And then I'll just play my Witch right here to help out with these skeletons, because I think that'll be a good play. That was a risky Ice Wizard that he played. I messed that up 24/7 whenever I use my Ice Wizard defensively. Okay, what should we do here? I'm not 100% sure if the Mortar is going to be the right play. Because he played the Baby Dragon, actually, maybe I will. And then, I guess I can Goblinstein right here. He did just play the Poison, so that's not really going to help him out too much. I'm going to Fireball the Tombstone, get rid of that, and then maybe let's pop the Goblinstein ability just to help deal with that Knight, so that we don't have to worry about it or anything. And then let's Skeleton Barrel right here. And then what do we want to do? How are we going to break through this? That's the main thing that I'm trying to figure out here, is just how do we want to break through. I think the Evil Witch will be a pretty solid defense here, so let's go ahead, let's do that. Let's get a Goblin Gang in front of this Mortar. He's going to hit me with the Poison, so now I'm going to play the Goblinstein right here in front of the Evil Witch, and actually we might be able to kind of start to pressure this guy a little bit. Let's pop the Goblinstein ability just to help shred through everything, and then we are going to take out that. He's going to mess up the Ice Wizard, and this is where we get the win. The Evil Witch coming in clutch with the beatdown type push with Mortar. Let's play the Fireball here, get that on the tower, and let's give him a good game. Let's give him a good luck, and let's go on into the next match. Alright guys, next matchup. Let's play the skeleton barrel here, get that out of the way, and then Mega Minion. Alright, I'm just going to start my witch right here, get some value out of that. You know how we like to do it. And then, oh my gosh, we're going to get a lot of... Ooh, that's not good. Okay, I'll play my Ice Wizard here, and then I'll play my Goblin Stein to pull the Prince hopefully all the way around. Maybe we can actually get that with the Witch. Oh my gosh, okay, hold up. We're getting some value out of everything. Oh gosh, that was a horrible Goblin Gang to play. But actually, we might get some chip damage. Never mind, he's going to hit me with the Rage. But we will take out the Bomber with the Witch, so she's going to stay alive, and she'll get a couple shots onto the tower as well. So all in all, I'm not mad about this exchange. He does have Lightning though, so we need to make sure that we're saving our Witch for an ideal time to deal with the Lightning. Now, I guess I'll just play the Mortar again here, see what he plays to respond to that, and then I'll play the Evo Witch if he plays something heavy. He's going to play the Lumberjack, so I'm going to just Evo Witch on this side to defend against the Lumberjack. Oh my gosh, he's going to play the Prince. That is annoying. I'll just play the Goblin Stein here, I guess, to deal with that, and then the Evo Witch, he's got to figure out a way to counter that. He's going to play the Mega Minion, which will actually, that will do quite a good job. A thing I'm noticing is that you need to have the Witch not be the tank. You know, sometimes if the Witch is tanking, then the skeletons aren't dying, and then the Witch is not going to get healed. So that's something that we got to try to take advantage of. Now let's play the Skeleton Barrel here, and then just kind of cycle. I still don't know what this guy's going to hit me with though. It's going to be something big because he's got Lumberjack and he's got Prince. So there's obviously something big in this guy's deck, and he's hiding it for double elixir. So I'm truthfully, I'm terrified. Let's play the Mortar here and then just wait and see. He's going to Lumberjack again. I'll play the Goblin Stein and pull that towards the Prince, and then maybe let's get an Ice Wizard down here just to help counter that Prince so that we don't have to do too much. He's going to hit me with the Lightning. Let's get the Witch down. Please get the Skeletons down in time to keep you alive. Looks like we will, so that's going to be good. That's going to be a good defense. And then let's get a Goblin Gang into the opposite lane here just to kind of get something going, because we had the Scientist as well shooting there, and the Bomber is going to take everything out, which sucks. But I can get an Ice Wizard down here, and then let's get a defensive Mortar here, and then maybe I'll Skeleton Barrel actually to kind of stop him from getting that Mega Minion onto the tower. And then let's get an Evil Witch down right here to help us out, and we are going to defend all of this really well. And then I think we could try to get a Goblin Stein in front of this, and then I'll Fireball anything he plays that could potentially stop the Evil Witch from doing her thing. So we got this push going. Now let's go ahead and Fireball here, and then, ooh, Evil Lumberjack, alright. And then, okay, hold up. Let's just chill for a second. Let's get the Goblin Gang here. Ooh, that was not a good Goblin Gang. That was not the right time to play the Goblin Gang. Let's get the defensive Mortar here, and then let's get an Ice Wizard down to slow this guy down. He's probably going to hit me with the Lightning, not a big deal if he does. And just the way we placed it, he wasn't able to get both the tower and the Ice Wizard, and then we'll let the Witch plus the Ice Wizard do their thing here. And then, ooh, he is going to get some good damage, but let's do this here, and then let's go ahead and let's Fireball again on all of this, and then let's play the Skeleton Barrel here. I'm actually going to lock. Let's see if that can put a little bit more pressure on this guy, and then we have the Scientist as well to help us out, and then that Prince should go down. Let's play an offensive Mortar here now. He might go for the Giant, actually. That might be a little bit dangerous. Let's get the Evil Witch down here, and then I guess I'll play the Skeleton Barrel. There is the Lightning, so we can just go ahead and do this, and then let's log this, make sure that that Bomber doesn't get on the tower. So that's good. He used his Zap, so now we can go ahead and play the Goblin Gang, and even if he rages, three of them will stay alive, so that's good. And then let's play the Evil Mortar here, get that pressure on him. Let's get the Skeleton Barrel going onto the tower. Horrible Fireball. I don't really know why I missed the Bomber there, but that's okay. We will get the Skeleton Barrel on the tower, so we just need to cycle to another Fireball now, which I think we're going to be able to do. Let's get a Skeleton Barrel going here. We're going to slam through that Giant, and it looks like we are going to get the win. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one.